going on, y'all? It's Corey with Current Angling. Right now it's the end of March here in Charleston and I'm gonna head out. It's a high tide, but the water is looking beautiful. We have a very still day, really no wind right now, and it's partially cloudy. Tide should be coming down for most of this trip, but I'm looking forward to this day. I think it's gonna be a really good one. Welcome to the channel, y'all. Current Angling. Let's go hammer them. Got 2 spinning rods and 1 casting rod. Always the life vest. It's a little bit older Hobie. I think it's a 2017. But what's nice about it is I kind of just trash it. I don't have to worry about really any kind of scratches or even leaving mud on it. I don't care about that superficial stuff. I just use it as a tool, and it's been a great one. So I'm thinking the plan on this high tide right now, it's kind of slack, is either to initially find some fish, some redfish on the flats, on a higher flat, and if I don't find any redfish right away, I'm gonna move to working for speckled sea trout on the edge of the grass on the main channel where there's a little bit of a drop off, 3-inch paddle tail, that I can just move in and out of the grass right on the river grass line above some sort of structure, ideally around creek mouths and areas that I've caught them before. Should be able to find some nice trout, especially as that tide starts to come down even more and the current picks up. They should be feeding fairly heavily. Don't have any bait, any live bait, so just be throwing artificial. But I'll try a few different techniques, kind of in a search bait pattern. It's that time of year, I guess. I'll throw on this hoodie. These no-see-ums are awful. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on this Z-Man swimming trout trick opening night color. It's just been a rock star lately. And with the watercolor being about, I don't know, 4 feet visibility, it should be okay. Any less visibility than that, I would probably even go with more of a darker color, but I think that this should work out well. On the old cold fish rod, 15-pound mainline, 20-pound fluorocarbon, a 2500 series reel, 7'4" medium light rod. We got a big dolphin over here, right where I was headed. Of course, docking all around the grass. He's probably on some redfish. Maybe I should launch my drone to get a video of them. All right, let's launch this baby. He knows I'm here. There he is. How cool. I was trying to get that guy on my drone, but it looks like a young dolphin out here looking for redfish just like me. Always fun. Got some fish in front of me. Don't have a weedless lure tied on right now. I think I'll be all right as long as I sneak up here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast to him. Let's see. Right out here, not too far, so I don't want to look too unnatural. Tighten my drag because I'm gonna have to fight whatever out of this grass. Let's see here. Oh, there's a bite. There it is. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Just gotta be patient with these fish. All right. Look at that guy. Sweet. Didn't know what hit him. Didn't know what hit him. So awesome. Right there on that trout trick. Swimming trout trick. Just had to give him a little bit of time to grab it, but that's probably 20 inches. I'm gonna send it right back. Awesome way to start. First fish, probably like the 5th cast. I've been messing around with the dolphin and just looking for good areas. There's a little pocket here on this flat that it looked like there should be some fish in it, and sure enough there were. See if I can't find some more little pockets just like that. I'm just kind of sunning on this high tide right now. Awesome. Awesome. Please hit the follow and like bell notifications. It means a lot to me to continue to grow my channel and be out here even more. Ooh. Yeah, that's a fish. All right. Nice. All right, first trout of the trip. Good stuff. Same lure I caught that redfish on, swimming trout trick. So this rod right here was made by my buddy Joe at Run Silent Rods. He's a Navy sub veteran who makes rods, makes awesome custom rods. I'll have a link to his website. Otherwise, you go check him out on Instagram. I'll make you something. He made me this cool rod. I'm gonna throw this little bait right here. It's just a little twitch bait. Fish are like really actively feeding. I always try and go to like the most aggressive lure and then work my way down. Because if I can get away with something that's like loud and has some drawing power and I can fish fast, that's the best way to catch them. And at the very end of that is your finessing fishing. I don't want to start finesse fishing if they're feeding heavily and super active. I'd rather be working a search bait. Either the trout moved on or they don't want this lure. I want to explore maybe a different area. So one of my goals right now is, while this tide is still high, even though it started to fall, is to push up the river as far as I can and then fish my way back with the current. As I'm moving up the grass, I'm casting down the grass line or as closest to the grass as I possibly can. There's a swirl there, maybe a fish. Ooh, there's a bite. Little trout. Nice to be catching trout though. I haven't caught all that many trout lately. I wet my hand before I touch them so I don't remove too much of his slime. There we go. All right, that's the third fish of the day. Second sea trout. Right here on this grass. Probably should have cast the same area again before moving into it, but I'm just going to continue this pattern all the way down. Got this hoodie up because of all of the no-see-ums, the little biting gnats. A little peck, maybe another small trout. Maybe a flounder. Slightly bigger trout that really ate that thing. Nice. There we go. There's another one. I didn't think that fish was on. I think he grabbed it and ran towards me. There's gonna be a few trout right here though. And they're all about the swimming trout trick. So this is the 1/8 ounce jig head by Ebb and Flow Outdoors. It's kind of my go-to weight is the 8 ounce. I feel like it's a good overall for shallower fishing. I have various different sizes and different weights in the backpack. This one is one that I mostly throw. It's going to keep me suspended in the water column a little more. It's going to fall more naturally, especially with the buoyancy of the Z-Man. It just is more natural. However, if I'm trying to fish deeper around docks or there's a lot of current and structure and I need to get away from the surface, I need to go to that 1/4 ounce or that 3/16 or 3/8 ounce jig heads to get down there. In this case, I'm fishing 3 feet of water, maybe 4 feet, and the current's not super strong. It seems like the trout are suspended, so I don't want a jig head that's going to drop me really quick to the bottom. This 1/8 ounce is really perfect. I could even go slightly lighter, and maybe I will if I... There's a fish. I was going to say maybe I will if I, after this tide drops and I'm fishing over oyster, to like a 1/10 or something. Another speckled sea trout. Another little guy. Sweet. I'm trying to stay closer to the grass, but I'm getting plenty of little fish here. Oh, there's one. It's stuck in my pedals. Oh, it's a little redfish. All right. Super blue tail on that one. Check that out. Good looking little dude. Okay. It's 2 redfish and 3 trout. I guess they're eating today. They're feeding. It's all been on this same lure and same jig head. It's a nice thing about this super durable plastic, elastic plastic. It's pretty good jig head from what I'm seeing. It's the first time I've ever used this jig head, and it has this belly weight. It kind of acts as a keeper, that little extra weight right there. It's been working really well with the Z-Man plastic. Fish on. These trout are hammering me on this tide. So this is probably, I don't know, 7/8 of the way down, 3/4 of the way down. It just turned a little while ago, and now it's starting to maybe pick up a little bit right here on this, on the main river, on the main channel. Looks like there's a big bald eagle up there in a tree. There's a fish. That was a hard hit. Another smaller trout though. Yeah. I was worried about, I haven't been out for a while, and I haven't really laid into the speckled sea trout since the snow event that happened earlier this year. So I was a little bit worried about it. Reports showed that, you know, not a lot of trout were affected, but still I hadn't seen that. It's nice to come out here and see all of these small juvenile trout still in our waterway and feeding aggressively and you know, not too affected apparently from that cold weather event that we had here in Charleston. Generally though, if you're catching small trout, they're schooled up in similar sized fish. Like that same spawning group is going to stay with the school of their own aged fish. So you might have a huge school of 10-inch fish, a big school of 12-inch fish, a large school of 14-inch fish, and you know, as they get larger and larger and larger, there might only be a dozen fish in that group. Or if they're like 20-something inch fish here in Charleston, there might only be like 3 in the group. So a lot of times they're grouped together like that, and I think that's based off of their little spawning group. I don't know if they're family group. At least I've read that. Makes sense to me. Oh, that was a hard hit. When these trout are on, they are on. Gosh. More finesse baits. If they're in front of them, then they're eating it, but I need something with some drawing power. The trout are definitely eating. So let's tie on this, it looks like a speckled sea trout color. Hidden Super Spook Junior. Spook didn't work. Let's go back to the old jig head. The old paddle tail. Again, here. I like these like little mini creek because they're falling so fast. Tons of current movement. And I would think that there's just going to be some speckled trout here just staged. There we go. That's a solid thump. A better trout. Or something. Maybe it's a fun. No, it's got to be a trout. That's a little red. Didn't know what it was. 15-inch red. Nice. Got a few of those today now. And as this tide is continuing to fall, I think I'm going to catch a few more. See if we can catch an over slot one though. That one could have been a keeper. I'm not trying to keep any. I don't have a cooler with me today. And, you know, I've already got one in the fridge, so. Oh! Man. I missed a fish and almost hit myself. I did hit myself. All right, so if you can't tell, it's really windy out here. The water is like chocolate milk, and there's a lot of boat wake. And I just haven't been catching fish for the last little while. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It's like 1:30 right now. I started at about 9:30. So a good little run. I caught plenty of fish for that run. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. And make sure you check out my other videos right here, and I'll see you on the water.